Now this I found very, very interesting. Terrorists love the loophole in gun shows. Now, it's not to say they are buying these guns in mass, but the fact that this gives them easy and readily available access to weapons that can cause harm to people should give people cause for pause. Every time I hear about this, well, this is America. You can't come on my territory and talk about gun control because that's un-American. Oh, so supplying weapons to our enemies, though, those camel jockeys, as I believe you put it, those sand niggers, pardon the expression, giving guns to them and allowing a loophole that allows them to get guns to kill more Americans, that's not un-American? See how funny this is? See how utterly ridiculous this idea is that any kind of gun control, including closing that loophole that needs to be closed at gun shows, is absolutely self-defeating in terms of defense of America? At the very least, I would like to think we could come together on this loophole. But apparently some people see that as New World Order and that's gun seizure and that's everything that everybody has ever feared. Oh my God, Alex Jones was right. They're coming for our guns. First they start with the gun shows, and then they're marching in goose step right up to our front door under orders of Comrade Obama to get our guns, and then that way they can more easily move us into those FEMA work camps. As Alex Jones would say, I've seen the documents, the secret government documents that Hussein Obama doesn't want you to see. You know, I know what's real because I listen to, right-wing talk radio. You can't fool me, said so many people. At the very least, you can give us this, America. You can give us this loophole closure because it serves no one. Criminals who could hurt your family, rapists who could rape your family right in front of you, which I don't think that you would like to, well, can get their hands on guns. And when money is involved, suddenly safety or what the gun is going to be involved with disappears. They don't care, even if this is to be used against U.S. citizens. But no, no, any kind of gun control is double speak for confiscation. I'm not falling for it, Hussein Obama. I mean, if this is your thought processes, I already know from the get-go there's not much I can say to snap you out of this. Stupid. You're like the anti-vaxxers. You're like the anti-GMO people. You're like anything that's not like it used to be, even if it's what it used to be, like vaccines, is evil. Especially if people like Alex Jones says it is. I can't believe that Jones has gone on a stupid diatribe about how the clerk at his drugstore was checking the money to see if it was counterfeit, which is her job. She could get fired if she doesn't do her job. But no, Alex Jones has to bust her balls because it's not checking for counterfeit, it's New World Order. Point is, link is down the underbar to the story. Again, I'm not going to argue the percentages here, but the fact that any percentage exists should be sickening. Fuck, we went to fucking, pardon my language, but we went to fucking Iraq under for very less, talk about terrorism and Al-Qaeda and all this other crap here. And yet, if I point this out, You're still going to sit there, cross your arms, and say, you're not going to give me an inch, because if you give me that inch, I'm going to want the whole foot. Never mind the fact that I've never asked for that. Sure, I want an assault rifle ban that does not go retroactive, meaning that you get to keep your guns, but future generations don't have to keep or don't have to acquire these weapons. Surely your gun can be a hand-me-down. Isn't that kind of what it's about? When you're too old to shoot it anymore, when you've done everything you want to do in life, when you've amassed everything you care to amass in life, oh right, you'd want to protect that with a firearm because, oh my God, my stuff is more important than your life. Yeah, look, I've already told people, if I came in tomorrow and all of this was gone, sure, at least the computer part would get me a little bit peeved, but I don't care. Sure, it's taken me 30 plus years to amass all of this, but after a while, I'm like, I can't take it with me, and hell, I may be selling most of this stuff off anyways because of my future living situations with my girlfriend. But at the end of the day, if I still have my son, if I still have my family intact, I don't care. Somebody wants this stuff, here, let it be your headache. Not that I'm going to sit here and advertise my address or my location, but look, I get so sick and tired of how possessive people are over things. You're willing to kill if anyone dares to want to even talk about confiscation of your gun, which they aren't. But if they were, you're willing to break the law that you uphold, that you would want upheld for yourself. The moment anybody talks about your property being confiscated, even if it's for the greater good of everybody involved. Although conversely, I've already told you the keys to a society where we could all have guns, where we could all have what we want, and it would be a safer, less homicide, maybe not less suicide, but that's a mental situation, mental health situation that needs addressing, and that's a whole nother topic here. But no, we would rather continue on with our life as is and pretend that nothing at all is wrong and act as if there's nothing that can be done about this. That it's the video games, it's the movies, it's the books, it's the violent music that glorifies recreational drug use. Oh no! And violence and bitches and hoes and all this crap. Or it's the art, it's the fecal Jesus painting or something like that, or that we've turned away from God, or whatever you want to insert ideal here. When it's the fact that those are the people who think that Big Pharma is a conspiracy to sterilize and kill us all slowly for population control through vaccinations and all this, that are the people who oftentimes are getting voted into government because batshit insane people like batshit insane people to represent them. But oh, if I, as an atheist, want an atheist in office, oh, that's crazy. That's going too far, because an atheist in the office means baby eating for everybody. Pass me the baby back ribs. And debauchery and sex in the streets and legal child molestation, dogs and cats living together, and so on and so forth, despite the fact that there is no evidence that this actually would occur. But it's too late for us to interject facts, logic, and reasoning at this point in our nation, right? I don't care anymore. I try for you. I really try for you, America. And you would rather be the United States of America, meaning a United States in name only, than being an actual United States of America. But that's your choice. That's your freedom. You want this country to become Canada's toilets? That's your problem. It's no longer mine.